A selfless toddler is helping to feed the homeless in his home city and now wants to invite them to his birthday party next month. 2-year-old Lincoln Hanley was so shocked by a documentary his parents Alyssa Hanley, 28, and Jamie Hanley, 29, were watching about rough sleepers that he insisted they help him feed the people. He went shopping with his father to pick up bread, sandwich fillers, sweets and dog food. After making sandwiches and heating up soup, the pair headed into Peterborough city centre on a Friday night earlier this month to hand the food out. After a successful trip, the youngster is now planning on sharing his birthday cake with his newfound friends. Share this article. Share Mrs. Hanley from Peterborough, Cambridgeshire, said, "It was all Lincoln's idea. We've not worked with homeless people before, and when he wanted to do it, we said go for it. We wanted to encourage him. He just wanted to feed the people, and the dogs died. I'm unbelievably proud of him. I hope it makes people more aware." Jamie and I were watching a documentary about homeless people. Lincoln was in the room playing, and we didn't think he was paying too much attention to it. There was a dog with the homeless lady on the screen, and he started saying there was a dog, and it had no food. He was asking where the lady slept. We explained to him that the dog and lady didn't have any food, and he said, "Me go and feed the people." He kept going on about how he wanted to feed the people. He was really interested in it. Mr. Hanley gave Lincoln £20 and took him to the supermarket where they bought bread, soup, sandwich filler, dog food and sweets. Mrs. Hanley, who works in a call center, said they went to the town center on a Friday night and were walking around to find some people they could speak to. Lincoln was asking people himself. He was approaching them and asking if they wanted any food. He was really excited about it. They found a man called Joseph who Lincoln really took a liking to. He gave Joseph lots of sweets and sandwiches. There was another man called Henry who had a dog, so he got to give him some dog food, which he was really happy about. He invited Joseph to his birthday party next month, and he's been saying he wants to go back and give him some birthday cake. I know it seems far-fetched that a 2-year-old would want to do that. Now when we go into town, he always asks if we've got food for the people. Mr. Hanley said, "When walking through the city center that evening, I was very cautious as to who we approached. The few people we did approach seemed very shy and nervous at first, but as Lincoln offered them food, shook their hands and said hello, they soon opened up and were very receptive to Lincoln's cause, offering a smile, conversation and gratitude." Now every time we are out, as we pass by the homeless people we spoke to and offered food to, we often hear "Hello Lincoln," followed by short but friendly conversation and a polite handshake. Lincoln has responded very well to this. He's made friends for life and developed a very keen attitude towards those in need and less fortunate than himself. He plans to make this a regular thing, and myself and his mom help to encourage this. He has become very aware that the winter weather is creeping in, so we are looking to provide people with blankets, food, hot soup, hats, gloves and scarves. We love our son and are very proud of him. We would encourage any parent to do the same with their children, as it is very rewarding. The whole experience, from the seed of an idea to Lincoln's aftermath reaction to feeding the homeless, was an experience that I will never forget. For a normal 2-year-old to have such empathy for others less fortunate than himself is something I've never seen in a child. Mrs. Hanley said, when he came home he said to me, "Mommy, those people don't have a house. They sleep outside and the sun gets in their eyes." Joseph said people don't normally approach him. They normally try to avoid him, so for a 2-year-old to come up to him with some pick and mix, he didn't expect it. I was in town the next day and saw Joseph and thanked him for being so kind to Lincoln. I told him Lincoln keeps going on about my friend Joseph. He shook my hand and told me I've got a lovely little boy. I think he's made a friend for life. Whenever we go out now, if he's there, Lincoln will say hello, and he's very excited about sharing his birthday cake. He's a very kind-hearted little boy, and he's very strong-minded. He's always running around, but then he'll stop and say, "I love you." If I'm not feeling well, he'll come over and touch my hand and ask if I'm okay. He's got a lot of empathy. I think he'll go on to help people when he's older. It makes him so happy.